and welcome back to our channel. Today we're here at Disneyland because a few new food items are available. The first, which is brand new over at the Jolly Holiday, and the second, which is a blast from the past over at Hungry Bear Restaurant. We'll also be making our way over to Galaxy's Edge to Docking Bay 7 for a seasonal dessert that we've yet to try. And since we're here with nighttime spectaculars happening, we're curious to know what attraction wait times are looking like, and is now the best time to make an evening visit. We're going to check all that out on this episode of
The Walker Chronicles. So we just entered the park. It's just a little bit after 6 p.m. and people are already lined up waiting for the electrical parade tonight. It's crazy. People want a good shot, a good view of this thing, and this is probably the only way to really guarantee it. Well, with all these people lined up for the parade, this might help us out in some of these lines for some of the rides in the park. We're gonna have to go check that out. Main Street is absolutely packed. Almost every square inch of curb here has got people in there waiting for that parade.
And they still have 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Well, the wait time for Big Thunder Mountain is still 55 minutes, so the nighttime spectacular is not having the effect we thought it would, at least not yet. Once we get closer to showtime, we'll have to check it out again. Okay, so we're on our way over to Docking Bay 7 over in Batu. We're just about to make the transition from frontier time to the future. And here we go. So we opted for the Batu Bon, which is chocolate cake, white chocolate mousse, and a coffee custard. It looks quite delicious.
It looks very interesting, this little planet-looking dome, and there's some moss. I don't know what this is. Looks interesting, should be good. Cake and some white chocolate mousse on the inside. Let's break it open. Oh, it's kind of gelatinous. So the top has that vanilla or white chocolate mousse, and the bottom of the dome is the cake. So let me dig a little deeper. Ooh, it's a little hard. Well, maybe more than just a little. I'm guessing because it's very cold. Let's give this a try. Yeah, so this orb is very cold. They should have given me a knife to cut through it, but the bottom half is all chocolate cake. So, and it's encased in a chocolate, like a candy chocolate. So let's try this too. Let me try some of this custard down at the bottom. Go. See what this is like. So the cake part, super chocolatey, and then that chocolate shell on the outside just adds more chocolate taste to it. It is cold, so it is very hard. It doesn't taste like it's dry. It's kind of hard to tell because since it's so cold, you can't really tell if it's a moist cake or a dry cake, but it does taste very good. And that outer chocolate shell adds a nice little crunch to it. Now this, when they say custard, I think of like vanilla custard. This has kind of like a mango-y taste to it. So it has a little bit of a tang. I like it. Do the two go together? Well, they go together, but it probably wouldn't be my first choice. I think I would prefer more of a vanilla custard on the side than I do this, but separately, they're delicious.
Okay, it's my turn to give this thing a try. Came out pretty easy. That's some of this custard. The description actually says it's a coffee custard, but Marina thought it tasted like mango, so I'm really interested to see what it tastes like to me. That's definitely not a coffee custard. It is some type of fruit, some type of sour, sweet custard. I like the taste of that. This cake to me is too chocolatey for me. I'm not a dark chocolate guy. It's got a lot of dark chocolate going on. Overall, it's fine. I probably wouldn't order it again. But like Marina said, these two flavors don't really go well together, I don't think. Like Marina said, I think if this was like a vanilla custard, it would go much better with this chocolate and probably help to break it up a little bit. But it's too contrasted to have this sour, sweet, you know, custard to go with this dark chocolate. But yeah, it's okay. I would not order it again personally.
So if you take a good look on the inside, you'll see that there are separate layers inside the dome. So on top of the chocolate, there is that white chocolate layer, and then there is a coffee cream or coffee mousse, I guess, like, or what did they call it?
Custard.
A coffee custard. That's inside, but the flavor is so faint. You really can't taste it because the chocolate, that dark chocolate taste, is just so strong. So the coffee custard is in there along with that white chocolate mousse, but you can hardly taste it. And like Chris said, I kind of have to agree, this isn't something I would order again.
Our next stop is over at the Jolly Holiday, where we ordered the beef birria toasted cheese sandwich. It comes with pepper jack cheese, onion, cilantro, and salsa verde on sourdough, served with consomme. All right, so this sandwich has me a little bit excited because I love the birria tacos over at Cucina Cucamonga across the way. The only nervous part is it's got some pepper jack, it's got some cilantro. I'm not a big fan of cilantro, but it looks really good, so I'm gonna give this a try. I'm gonna do first without a dip, then I'll do the dip in the consomme. Okay, so I got a big chunk of onion in that one, and I was a little nervous, but so far, this is actually really good. There's a little bit of heat coming through from the salsa verde. The birria is actually really, really good. It's nice and tender. I think I'm gonna have to dip this next one and probably soften up this bread. It is pretty crispy. See? So this is really delicious. It tastes like the birria tacos. It's got some extra heat that you don't get over there. And obviously the bread is a totally change of texture. I like the crunchiness you get with this. The consomme is very delicious. This is a really good sandwich, and I'd actually go as far as to say I would definitely get this again. Just like Chris, I'm really excited to try this. I too love those birria tacos from Cucina Cucamonga. Chris always says it wrong. Looks really good. There's a lot of meat in there. Maybe not so much cheese, but we'll see what it's like when I taste it. I'm not gonna go straight in. I'm gonna go in with the consomme because that's how it's supposed to be eaten. Okay, here we go. This is delicious. That birria meat in there, super flavorful, tender, seasoned just the right way and just enough. The cheese adds a nice little creamy texture to it. There isn't too much cheese in there, but it adds just enough flavor. The bread nice and toasty, and then you put it in that consomme and it softens it up. This is a multi-dimensional flavor sandwich, and I can't wait to finish the rest of it. And I know Chris is waiting to get his hands on this other half, but he's just gonna have to wait because I need to finish mine first. Wow, that sandwich was delicious. My goodness, my goodness. That's gonna have to come back and have another one of those soon. Yep, and it had a little bit of heat, just enough, so we both loved it. So if you're here in the park and it's still here, make sure you mobile order early, and we highly recommend. Yep, let's go head off to the third option over at Hunger Bear. All right, it's about 7:45, so we're about 45 minutes out from the electrical parade, and we're over here at Haunted Mansion, and the line is only 25 minutes. That is a very short line for this time of night. I think if you're here to get on some rides and you're here in the evening, the best time is to be over here as close to the parade as possible. We'll check out a couple other rides in a few minutes. All right, so we're on our way over to our third stop, and all I can think about is this is a sandwich. That is kind of my nightmare. I have no intention of eating it. Marina's probably gonna love it, but yeah, you guys will see it in a few minutes. And yeah, not for me. I've already had dinner as far as I'm concerned. So let's go get this over with. So here at the Hungry Bear restaurant, Marina ordered the fried green tomato sandwich, which is cornmeal crusted with blistered tomato relish, frisee, and mascarpone spread on toasted sourdough, with cutie mandarin oranges, french fries, or onion rings. Marina went with the mandarin oranges.
This smells delicious. Now this isn't necessarily a new sandwich. They did bring it back, so it's a oldie but a goodie. I am really excited about this. I really wish Chris would be excited about this, but he's not a tomato guy, and I don't quite understand why. Chris, you like salsa, you like ketchup, you like marinara sauce. Why don't you like this kind of a sandwich?
Because they're smaller pieces.
I think it's a texture thing.
Yes.
And the fact that it's green and a texture thing, yeah, he's not gonna touch it. So that's okay, it's all for me. And it smells divine, so I'm okay with it. Let's get this toothpick out. I went with the cuties instead of french fries or onion rings. Look at this. This looks so good. There's so much in here, and there's even like a red tomato in here. Time to give this a taste. Which end do I start? Let's go this way. No, let's go this way. This is delicious. I know it's not for everybody, but for those folks who like fried green tomatoes, this is delicious. That fried green tomato piece in there, it is not greasy at all. The breading on there is flavored really nicely, and it has a nice crunch, so it's not soggy, at least not yet. There is some kind of a spread on the bread. Might be a mayo or some kind of a sandwich dressing on there, but it tastes really good. And the lettuce that's in here, it's not really like a iceberg lettuce, it's more of like a spring lettuce or a frisee. Nice and crunchy. I love this. I really wish Chris would at least take a bite, but I know that's not possible.
Nope.
And that's okay, because I have two big pieces here, and I'm not hating it. This is delicious. And for those folks who are visiting Disneyland from the south, this probably, it's kind of gonna be a far-fetched fried green tomato sandwich from what you're used to, but I think it's close enough, and I think it's delicious, and I recommend it.
All right, so we just finished up here with Hungry Bear, and that was the last of the food tonight. Now we're gonna go check out some of these ride times and see if coming here at night during the middle of the parade might be the best time to come here and get on a bunch of rides. All right, we're back here at the Haunted Mansion, and even though the sign still shows 25 minutes, it looks like most people are just walking in. The ride looks just like a walk-on. Here we are walking over by the Mark Twain, and it's actually quite empty over here. There's normally a lot more people walking in this pathway, but so far so good. Let's go check out Big Thunder Mountain and see what the wait time's like. So we're back over here at Big Thunder Mountain. It's only a little bit less than it was earlier. Earlier was 55 minutes, now it's 45. A little bit better, but nowhere near as a drastic difference as the Haunted Mansion. Let's go check out something like Peter Pan and see what it's like. Well, we're over here at Peter Pan, and the wait time is 40 minutes, and the parade is in full route right now. It is better. We've definitely seen this for well over an hour, so maybe it is a little bit better, but of course I was hoping it would be a lot less. Well, we just walked over to Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, and it's only a 15-minute ride. So maybe for the less popular rides, this might be a great time to come here. So over here at Dumbo, well, the wait's only 15 minutes. And the parade's still coming through over here near It's a Small World, so this is not a bad time for some of these less popular rides. So Indiana Jones is about 55 minutes. It was closed about an hour ago, so maybe it just opened back up, but that's a pretty long time, especially during the parade. So over at the Jungle Cruise, it's just about a direct walk-on. None of the queues are filled up upstairs, downstairs. Kind of walk on, get on a boat, and you're on your little trip. Well, this makes it much easier to leave the park during the middle of the parade. They're opening up this back way and put a bunch of little curtains or pull downs to make it look a little different. Cover up some of the normal work environment, but this is awesome.
Look at my passport.
All right, so we're ending our night here at Disneyland. We had some really good food. Well, that sandwich was amazing. The dessert was pretty good, and Marina's sandwich,
It was good.
Well, if you like tomato sandwiches, then you'll probably
Which
love
I
it.
do.
But no, we definitely had a good time. The parade was going on. We went over to a bunch of rides. It had some impact on some rides, like the Haunted Mansion was pretty empty. But other rides like Indiana Jones were still very, very busy, that and Big Thunder Mountain. So maybe the second parade might have a bigger effect.
And two, you have to understand, sometimes these wait times are a little inflated.
Yeah.
So when it said that it was 25 minutes before on Haunted Mansion, there was no line this time around, even though it still said 25 minutes.
Yeah,
so you have to take that into account.
It should have said 13 minutes,
Yeah, it should have.
but that's all right though.
And all these people for this first parade, they're gonna clear out. So this second time around, we can kind of expect, I mean, we can't say for certain that ride times and wait times will be less, but if all these people clear out, the people that are still on rides will be attending maybe that second parade, and wait times should be better.
We'll check that out another night though.
Yeah. So we want to thank you for watching, and we hope you liked this video, and if you did, make sure to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, as it really helps our channel grow. And until next time, we will see you on the next episode of
The Walker Chronicles.